This is the Cyclysio gaming desk, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. This video isn't to convince anybody to buy it or anything. I'm not getting paid by these guys. I'm just showing if you're interested in getting it, here's how to do it. Or if you're stuck and you do have it, hopefully this will help you. Here's how it's listed on Amazon, and it puts together pretty well. I didn't really have any issues. Nothing was misaligned. None of the holes, all the screws were there. Everything was great. The only thing that I really didn't like is that you can't, on the left and right there, you'll see that it's kind of a pinkish to purple to blue. You can only have one color at a time. So them displaying different colors at once is kind of misleading. And here are the dimensions for anybody considering buying this thing, so you can go ahead and measure beforehand. Here's what the side of the box looks like, which is not that interesting, but if you look at the model number, that's not actually listed anywhere on the listing itself. So just a heads up on that. If you search for that, you're going to come up with nothing. The same with these don't show up in anything, so maybe this is some sort of internal Amazon tracking number. If you're following along for assembly, make sure this is the box you have. If you open it up on the side like I did, gently tilt everything out and slide it out kind of slowly. You don't want everything falling on the floor and denting that. Then go ahead and find the manual. There's option A and option B. I went ahead and went with option A. Go ahead and make sure you've got all the pieces. I separated all the metal pieces from the wood pieces. You should also find 3 bags. The one on the left is for the power. The one in the middle is for the LED strip and the remote for that. And the one on the right, although it's a little bit shiny here, has all of these screws and nuts and bolts in it. And that also comes with a screwdriver and a hex key or Allen wrench. Open the bag with all the screws in it because you're going to need that first and throughout the entire process. Find the pieces L, M, and N, tilt them upside down, and then find the number 7, which is the part that touches the floor, and then hammer those in gently. I actually didn't use a hammer. I didn't want to go find one, so I used another metal piece and just kind of not so gently tap them in, but that didn't bend the metal that I was using. Here's what they should look like. It looks like there's a small gap there, but I think that's just a picture. In real life, there was no gap at all. Then grab the L piece and the R piece. Those are both metal, and the number 1 screws, you're going to need 2 of those, and assemble them like the picture says, and just get them hand tight. Here is what that should look like. Then grab the G piece of wood and the 2 H pieces of wood. Whichever way you decide to put these together, it does not really matter. They can go in any configuration of this. You can flip the G upside down. It doesn't really matter. This is the only piece of the desk that doesn't adhere to something else. This does free float in the end. This was the only part of the entire assembly that I had something not line up perfectly. Everything else seemed to, but right here was just a little bit off, so I turned that piece around, and then it matched much better, and I got those tight. And it looked like this all put together. Then grab the M piece and the N piece, and then the P and the Q, and you're going to need 4 number 1 screws for this, and pay close attention to which direction the holes point, because that does matter. Here those are together. Get 4 1 screws for the S part up top and 4 of the 9 screws for the C down on the bottom. And I got this all together before I really tightened any of them. That way it's just more stable. Make sure to do this part on a flat surface. This is what it should look like when those are together, and the S only goes one way. If you have it upside down, it's going to look all sorts of wonky. Then grab the 2 U pieces, which are the metal thin bars, and get them together. Grab one of the number 4 and one of the 11, and those go through to the center. And then grab 4 of the number 3s, and those are the ones that actually go to the structure itself. This is what it should look like in the center, and make sure those 2 pieces are facing each other. And it'll look like this when it's all put together. Then grab the piece you just assembled and then the L, and then you put the 2 different O's in between them, and make sure the holes on the O's are pointing up and down. Use 4 number 1s to get those tight, and then it will look like this. Then grab the other set of the thinnest bars, and we're going to put those together like before. Those are the T's. Grab 4 of the 3s, 1 of the 4s, 2 of the 10 inserts, and 1 of the 11s. This is a good example of why you should pay attention to the orientation of where the holes go. I messed up on the L, and there's no hole here, as you can see where my finger is pointing, so I had to disassemble that part and flip it around. This is what the 10s and the 3s should look like. It gets inserted and then goes through. I tried to get a good picture, not the greatest, but hopefully that helped. This is what it looks like when that part is complete. Then grab 2 of the number 4s and 2 of the 18s, then put them together like is shown in the picture, and that is for the headphones or cables, whatever you want to hang on them. Those will look like this. Then slide the A and B together, and I'll show you a picture of that before I put the table on top of it, but get them nice and tight together, and then grab 8 of the number 2 screws or bolts. This is what you want A and B to look like when you push them together, and note the orientation of all the holes on the underside. Here's what it'll look like once you get all of the number 2s fully screwed in. There are 4 on the left and 4 on the right. Then flip it over right side up. It says you're supposed to have 2 people for this, but I did it myself. I just took my time and went slow because I did not want to break anything. Then grab the power adapter, which is number 12, and 2 of the very small 13 screws. It says you can put it in just one way, but it does fit either way, so the ground could either be pointing towards you or towards the wall. It doesn't really matter. I went with what it said in the manual because the USB will be on the left, and that is closer to where the LED strip has its power that comes from the USB when it hangs down. It's just closer that way. Step 12 is where we start the assembly of the upper shelf. Grab K and 2 of the number 2s and go ahead and get those tight on there. Here's what that will look like, and here is my first helper. Next comes the adherence and screwing in of the LED light strip, and this is probably the most finicky part out of all of it because it is wound up. When you undo it, the light strip doesn't like to stay straight. It does kind of bend one way or the other with the power supply pushing against it. I didn't end up doing it exactly like it said in the manual. I ended up doing what actually works. So go ahead and feel this out and just kind of set it where you want it to go before you start putting any screws in. And none of these holes are pre-jeweled. For these screws, you do have to push in with a little bit of force. I didn't remove the backing of the adhesive strip until I got them screwed in because I just didn't want it sticking all over the place and pulling it up, and then it loses its stickiness and makes a mess. I didn't want that to happen, so I laid it out beforehand, screwed them down, and then pulled the back of the adhesive off. And when I did pull that off, I only did up until the metal bar that it slides under, pushed that flat, and then pulled the rest of it off and lined that up. Admittedly, I did not do the best job lining it up, but once it's fully assembled, it's not really going to matter. Then get as many pieces of the 16 that you feel like you're going to need, and then 1 each of the 13 screws for those, and go ahead and get them in. And again, these are not pre-drilled holes because you decide where they go, and you do have to put some force into them to get them in, but the included screwdriver does actually work. That's what I used. I personally didn't end up using all of the 13 screws or all of the 16 brackets, which I didn't really need. I used what I did need, but I found that one of the screws was not actually milled. That was kind of funny. There are no threads on it. Then grab the E piece of wood and the 3 number 8 screws. Go ahead and get those in there. This is a little weird to get together. You got to hold it kind of at a certain angle. You can't do it exactly flat on top of the desk. I ended up draping it over the side to get those together. However you find works, go ahead and do that. And all the fingerprints didn't really show up like that in real life. That's more just my camera. This part you can lay on the desk to do. Get the F and 2 of the number 9s and go ahead and get those through, and you can get those fairly tight. And that should look like this. Step 16 is getting all of the pieces finally together for that upper shelf. Grab J and I and 8 of the 9 screws and get those together and get those fairly tight. All of that together should look like this. Step 17 is getting the top shelf on there and getting that mounted. You're going to use 4 of the number 2 screws. Be careful when tilting this up. You don't want it to slip and fall and then break or snap something. So I grabbed the far left and far right piece and just tilted that up slowly until I got that matched up with the desk where I needed to put those bolts or screws through. This is where helper number 2 came in, and he just helped by sitting on the desk and moving his head too fast for the camera to get a picture of. Once you get the 4 number 2 screwed down, it will look like this. Step 18 is a little unusual. You take 2 of the 3s, 2 of the 10s, and you insert those through and get those tight, and then 2 of the 5s from down beneath. This step actually has 2 steps in itself. It will look like this when you are done. Make sure to get those lined up because you can get these slightly askew, and you don't want that. You want them lined up as good as possible. Then you drape the cable down for the LED light strip, and you put some Velcro around them, which comes with it. Although the Velcro strips are a little weird and have this opening, I didn't use that. I just wrapped them around and got them tight. It ended up looking like this, and then you just plug that USB in, and that is why I put the power strip in the orientation that I did, so the USB was closest to that LED light strip. The very last step is installing the tipping restraint hardware. I never instruct anybody on how to do this. Just go ahead and follow the instructions. I don't want to be held personally reliable if somebody follows instructions I give and they fail. So go ahead and read the instructions and install these as you see fit per the instructions. This is the remote and the instructions for the LED light strip, and you can install an app. I didn't bother doing that. I plugged the thing in and I just push buttons and it works, so there's no reason I need an app for that. And here we're going back to the very first step, which is also the very last step, and that is to adjust the bottom. What you do is you get the desk exactly where you want it, and any points that rock, any points that are too low, you go ahead and basically unscrew this, and it will make level with the floor. Rock it a tiny bit more, and then you should be set and good to go. Here it is again, fully assembled with the LED light strip going. Sorry about the odd angle, I could only catch this at one angle without getting the entire room. I do a decent amount of tutorials, some of them are assembly like this, some are how to work on trucks, what have you. If you found this helpful at all, please consider subscribing, let me know how it went for you. Thank you for watching and have a good gaming day.